She was 16 years old and in the 8th grade when she discovered the little white patch on her arm. It was during a medical checkup at school. The doctor pricked her with a pin and she did not feel anything. Next to the school there was a hospital, so the doctor told her to go to the hospital, but she did not know that it was a leprosy hospital. When she looked up at the signboard, she nearly fainted with shock. She was very depressed because it was then that she realized, now I have got leprosy. She did not want any of her friends to know that she had leprosy, but once a month she had to go and take medicine from the hospital. She would look around to see if any of her friends were there, and when there was no one around, she would sneak through the fence and go to the hospital.
He's 76.
Wow.
His name is Ting Kain, G-I-N, K-H-A-I-N, Kain.
When he was about 6 or 7 years old, he noticed that there was a little white patch on his body. When he reached around 16 years old, it became much worse, so he tried using herbal medicine, but it did not improve anything. He was so depressed that he sat in a basin and tried to drink the soapy water. He tried to commit suicide because he just wasn't happy. Here, he has found the perfect place to stay. Compared to the rest of his life, with his childhood and then being in the hospital, this is a treat. A similar story. When she was 15, she found little spots on her skin. She used to wear long sleeves so that people wouldn't notice, until one day the headmistress discovered them and came to her house to tell her parents that she had leprosy. Since the age of 15, she couldn't go to school anymore. She was having treatment in Yangon. However, due to malnutrition, she got worse and was sent to Tao Chau colony and worked in the distillery.
How many people sleep in each dormitory?
About 35, that's for the ladies, and 31 for men, on the right.
All in one room?
Yes. It's a big dormitory, just for ladies, it's 35, and that is 31.
They have no electricity here?
They have to use a generator.
Okay.
So for only 2 hours they use the generator. From 6 to 8 in the night, because the gasoline for the generator is also expensive.
So how many toilets do they have for everyone here?
Only four toilets. 2 for men and 2 for women. Okay. Only 4 toilets.
So for 70 people?
Yes. The donations they get from the people, they had it divided into 4 parts. One is for food and for the health, and the third is for the development, meaning like for the agriculture development. The fourth part is they give like a pocket money, they share with everybody. They had it divided with 70 and they share. Supposing like if they had it 50,000 for health, sometimes depending on the health of the people, so it's not sufficient, because for the treatment with that money they have to settle with the doctor in the village. So sometimes they need more than 50,000. So that's for the cash donation. So this lady, on behalf of everybody, said They would like to have a separate room, maybe, so that, because although they have the leprosy, but some they may have other diseases. So just to avoid such things, they would have a separate room.
There were 3 patients from here, 2 ladies and this gentleman, who needed an eye operation because of their cataracts. They had to travel to the eye hospital for treatment.
From going from here, they have to leave at 5 in the morning, and they have to go to change cars for 3 times. By 11 only they get to Yangon, to the hospital. So that is one of the difficulties, because the normal, it's quite difficult for them to travel with the normal people in the public transport.
I mean, what kind of vehicle would be best for them?
We call it a light truck.
A light truck?
A light truck, because it's actually assembled in Myanmar.
Okay.
It's not imported from any country.
This woman has been here for 12 years, since the foundation first opened. She's content with what the people have donated. She understands that they may need some things, but you cannot fulfill everything. She is just happy that they have been given donations on behalf of all the people.
Of the people living in that foundation for leprosy. They have security. They have community. They have basic needs being met. Now, for most of us, I mean, it's like they're living in these terrible conditions, but you compare that to people in other parts of the world who are living with violence and uncertainty and death at any moment. It's all relative.
When that couple came that day, maybe finally could rest.
That couple was really, really tough. When the director of the foundation was saying that, you know, yeah, they're gonna probably die soon, so you know, what's gonna happen to their 2 young sons, and he said that he would look after their sons. That was yeah, very, very powerful. That really brings home this whole thing about, you know, yeah, you can give money, but money doesn't do anything. You know, you really want to change somebody's life, bring them home, and that's what he's doing for those 2 boys.
He wants to be a military officer. He wants to be a doctor. A doctor. He wants to be a forestry officer. He wants to be a doctor. A doctor. Oh, he wants to be a professor. She wants to be a doctor. She's a teacher.